That is the nested form now. So that is the nested form here. That means it should work for that FRM details. That is the nested form here. FRM details. Okay. Now the controls inside that, we are having two controls. One is data list, data term. So we have stock details. So we have stock details, and we have means city and in stock. So city, and here we kept data definition a select. So and the class as form control, and here we are binding form control name is equal to LST cities. So that is the name. It is city. Just I will give city. Okay. Just city is defined. And here we have an option. So option. So Delhi. We have an option. So Hyderabad, like this. Okay. We are just configuring the nested form here. And another data term in stock. And here I'm using a checkbox. Input type is equal to checkbox. And here we are configuring form control name. Form control name is equal to in stock. That is the form control name. So in stock is the form control name. We are configuring it. Okay. So this is checkbox. In stock, yes. I'm just giving that value here. So now once you see this, and you can observe here, these are the details available. So basic info, so and price and city and in stock. Now basic info and stock details are separate because I created as a nested form, because I want to update this stock details separately without disturbing these names, name and price. So when I am submitting name and price, I don't want stock details, or I want all at a time. So you can make this asynchronous now, so that only that portion is submitted instead of submitting everything. First, we will bind the values and see. So how we can access the values, we will see that. Right, how we can access the values. Accessing values is simple for this now, nothing complicated here. Just here I kept a heading, details, product details, right? Product details. And here I added a data list term, name and data definition. How you'll get the name? So it will come from FRM register dot value. It will collect the form controls. You know that form have value. Form value is an object. In that we have a property name. Name is referring to the text box inside that form. Form value will return the form elements. It is an object. Already last session we discussed. In that we have name, that is form control. And this name is the form control. Dot value. We can get the value of that. Name dot value. That means the form control value will come here. Actually, so that is required when you are directly dealing with them. Initially, name is referring to the form control here. I'm just accessing it. Another data term, price. We can access the price by using. So FRM register dot value. So dot price. We are accessing that price. So we are defining the price. Okay, now another data term, that is city. This time city is present in a different location. Here it is in nested form. That's also simple. You say FRM register dot value. That means it will get the form object. In that form object, we have FRM details. In that, we have city. That's how we access. So nested, how we can access. That means this is the parent and this is the child. Similarly, another data term. So this is a city, in stock. And here data definition. So FRM registered dot value dot FRM details dot in stock. We can access it. Now I run here. You can see the details are defined here, and I'm entering the details here. So and the details are coming. I'm adding the details here. So the details are defined. I'm selecting in stock and I'm selecting true false. You can see true false. So you know how we can manage that. That means if it is true, then I need to put some message. So if it is equal to true, so then question mark, then I define available, and else out of stock. That's the message we need to display, just a ternary operation here. Now here it says out of stock and I'm entering something, and I'm selecting the price, and it configures the values and displays them. I selected city and I selected yes, available, and no out of stock. This is nested. Now what we need to see here is, without disturbing the basic info, we must able to submit only the stock details. Without disturbing, we have to submit only the stock details. That means how you can manage. Or I don't want all details to be submitted. I want only price to update. I want only stock to update. All need not to be updated. Then if you want to dynamically set a value, then generally we use the function set value. That means set value is used to set value into any element. And we have patch value. So it configures asynchronous binding. It configures asynchronous binding. That means entire data is not binded, only specific data is binded. So for that, we need to understand how we can access the details and bind the details, how we can patch the values, how we can set the values, how we can patch the values. That means everything is not updated, only specific portion is updated. That we can manage by using this patch value. It's simple. That means how you manage is simple. That means you don't need to write all of them. Suppose I don't want price to be modified, price to be updated, only name should be updated. FRM details, in the details, city need to be updated, stock need to be updated. Then you can manage that by using simple patch value function actually. So generally, suppose if it is having an update button, when it is having an update button, generally if it is having an update button, you can see this form is having a simple button. So BTN class as BTN, and BTN primary and BTN block, and it is update button. On update button click, I need to update only specific details inside the form, not all details. Then usually what we can do is, here we can write a method. So that means public update partial, something like this. And update partial, so must execute when you click on update button. When you click on update button, it should execute. That means on this button click, on this button click, we are using